Have you ever wondered why two people with the same intelligence and work ethic end up with completely different lives? One climbs to success, the other stays stuck. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's mindset. And that's what we're here to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to help you master how to think. Because once you learn to think in the right way, you unlock the ability to solve any problem, conquer any challenge, and shape the future you dream of. Most people don't fail because they're not smart or hardworking. They fail because they think in ways that limit them. Success is not about talent. It's about perspective, attitude, and mental resilience. Just look around. The world is filled with problems. Everywhere you turn, people are frustrated. They complain about their jobs, their paychecks, their governments, their families, even their luck. But let me ask you, has complaining ever changed a single thing? Complaining is easy. Anyone can sit back, cross their arms, and say, "Life is unfair," or "I didn't get the same chances as others." But what do those words actually do? They achieve nothing. Complaints waste your time, drain your energy, and keep you stuck in the very place you want to escape. Real winners. They don't sit around talking about what's wrong. They get up and do something about it. If something's broken, they fix it. If they hate their circumstances, they change them. And if they can't change them yet, they start building a way out. Behind every great invention, every thriving company, and every inspiring success story is a person who saw a problem and chose to create a solution instead of dwelling on it. Think about it. Mark Zuckerberg didn't sit in his dorm whining about how hard it was to stay in touch with friends. He created Facebook. The founders of Airbnb weren't just complaining about expensive hotel prices. They came up with an easy stay-home idea and executed it. That's the difference. You see, the truth is, life is unfair. Some are born rich. Others fight for every opportunity. Some inherit networks. Others build from the ground up. But success isn't reserved for the privileged. It's earned by those who refuse to let their circumstances define them. The people who win in life are not the ones with the most resources. They are the ones with the most resourcefulness. So the next time you catch yourself complaining, pause. Ask, what can I do right now, no matter how small? Because even one step forward is more powerful than 1,000 excuses. A negative mindset chains you to the same old problems. But a creative mindset, that unlocks doors you didn't even know existed. The world's most successful people aren't those who avoided failure. They're the ones who looked failure in the eye and said, "You won't stop me." So stop waiting for the system to fix itself. The government won't rescue you. Your boss won't suddenly hand you double your pay. The world won't magically become fair overnight. But you have the power to take action. Shift your focus from what's wrong to what's possible. That moment, that shift, is when everything changes. That's when you stop being a victim of life and start becoming the architect of your own success. So once you stop complaining and start creating, there's one more thing you must understand. Failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Some people use failure as fuel, while others let it crush their dreams. When you fail, you have two choices. You can see it as evidence that you're not good enough. Or you can see it as a stepping stone that helps you grow. Sadly, most people choose the first. They fail once and convince themselves it's a sign to give up. They say, maybe I'm not smart enough, or I guess I'm just unlucky. And just like that, they stop trying. But here's the truth. Failure is simply feedback. It's life's way of saying, try a different way. If you never experience failure, chances are you're not even trying hard enough. You're playing it safe, staying in the shallow end of the pool, far from any real progress. Let's look at history. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he finally created the light bulb. When someone asked him why he didn't quit, he smiled and said, "I have not failed 1,000 times. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Imagine if Edison had given up after 10 attempts, or even 100. Our world today would be missing one of the most revolutionary inventions ever made. That's the power of persistence. The story repeats across generations. Steve Jobs, the iconic founder of Apple, was fired from the very company he created. He could have disappeared, bitter and broken. But instead, he treated failure as a lesson, not a defeat. He launched new ventures, learned valuable lessons, and later returned to Apple, transforming it into one of the most influential companies in the world. No iPhone, no iPad, no Apple as we know it today. If he had given in to fear. So why do most people fear failure so much? Because society has taught us that mistakes equal weakness. In school, you're punished for errors. In the workplace, you're told to play it safe. We grow up believing that taking risks is dangerous and that failing is shameful. But this mindset kills growth. In truth, the people who fail the most are often the ones who succeed the most. Why? Because each failure teaches them something valuable. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every mistake becomes a stepping stone. If you want to grow, you must redefine what failure means to you. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What will I learn if I fail?" Because even when things go wrong, you're gathering tools, skills, and experiences that will make you stronger next time. Just look at a baby learning to walk. They fall again and again, hundreds of times. But do they stop and say, "Maybe walking's not for me"? No! They get up, they try again, and eventually they succeed. But as we grow older, we forget this fearless mindset. We become afraid to look foolish, afraid to stumble, afraid to be judged. And because of that fear, we stop trying. We stay inside our comfort zones, avoiding risks and avoiding growth. But here's the reality. If you never fail, you'll never grow. If you always feel comfortable, you're not stretching yourself. You're not evolving. Success isn't built on perfection. It's built on failure, again and again. The more you fail, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you become. So, embrace failure. Take risks. Try something new. And when you fall, get up. Don't see it as the end. See it as the beginning. Because those who achieve great things aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who never stop learning when they do. And here's another truth most people overlook. Your environment matters more than your willpower. The people you surround yourself with will shape your future more than you realize. Spend time with negative, lazy, or unmotivated individuals, and their energy will pull you down. Their habits, their excuses, their mindset. It will rub off on you, slowly but surely. But surround yourself with ambitious, hard-working, and positive people, and you'll feel yourself rise. Their discipline will challenge you. Their success will inspire you. Their standards will push you to be better. It's like they say, if you're in a room with 5 successful people, you'll probably become the 6th. But if you're surrounded by people who constantly complain, make excuses, and never take action, you're likely to follow the same path without even realizing it. Energy is contagious. Attitudes are contagious. So are habits. Be mindful of who you let into your circle, because their mindset could become yours. Just look at the world's top athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders. None of them walked alone. They have teams, coaches, mentors, and peers who hold them accountable, push them higher, and believe in their potential. They surround themselves with winners, people who dream big, work hard, and never settle for average. That's the environment where greatness grows. So if you want to rise, surround yourself with people who won't let you settle. Build a circle that challenges you, lifts you, and keeps you growing. Because success is not a solo journey, it's a team effort. If you want to achieve great things, understand this. You can't do it alone. Every success story, every breakthrough, every achievement is built with the help of others. Mentors, peers, challengers, and even critics. You need people who can guide you, support you, and, when needed, tell you the hard truths that help you grow. One of the biggest traps people fall into is staying in relationships that no longer serve them. It's not easy to let go of someone you've known for years, a childhood friend, a relative, a partner. But ask yourself honestly, are the people around you lifting you up or holding you back? Do they push you to dream bigger, take risks, and chase your goals? Or do they cloud your mind with doubts, negativity, and fear? Do they cheer when you win? Or do they quietly hope you'll fail? These are not easy questions, but the answers are necessary. They tell you whether your circle is aligned with your future or chained to your past. This doesn't mean you should walk away from everyone who's struggling. Success isn't about only surrounding yourself with the rich and famous. It's about choosing people with the right mindset. Someone may not have achieved success yet, but if they're optimistic, hardworking, and constantly growing, they're exactly the kind of person you want around. On the other hand, even if someone is wealthy but always negative, dishonest, or cynical, they'll slowly poison your ambition. Mindset is more powerful than money. You also need mentors. People who have already walked the path you want to take. A great mentor can save you years of trial and error. They've made mistakes so you don't have to. They can offer clarity when you feel lost and push you when you start to settle. But don't expect a mentor to always praise you. The best mentors will challenge you. They'll tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. They will stretch your limits, and that's how real growth happens. Equally important, you must learn to let go of toxic connections. If someone constantly drains your energy, fills your mind with fear, or mocks your dreams, have the courage to walk away. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Some people are just chapters, not the whole story. And that's okay. And while you're choosing who to surround yourself with, ask another important question. What kind of person are you in someone else's circle? You can't expect to attract driven, inspiring people if you're constantly complaining, gossiping, or wasting time. Be the type of person who adds value, someone who lifts others up, inspires action, and sets the tone with positive energy. Improve yourself, and naturally, you'll attract people who match your new level. Because in the end, success is not just about what you do. It's about who you do it with. Choose people who make you better, who believe in you, who push you to reach your full potential, and in return, be someone who does the same for them. Your circle has the power to make you or break you, so choose it wisely. But even with the best mentors and the most supportive environment, there's one thing you must never stop doing: learning. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. The world today changes faster than ever. What works now may be outdated in a year. If you want to stay ahead, you need a mindset of lifelong learning. Knowledge is not something you acquire once and keep forever. It's something you must constantly update, evolve, and expand. Too many people believe that learning ends when school does. They get a diploma or a job and think the hard part is over. But real education begins the day you enter the real world. The most successful people, they're not the ones who knew it all at the start. They're the ones who never stopped learning. Just look at Elon Musk. He runs billion-dollar companies, yet he still studies artificial intelligence, space technology, renewable energy. Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in the world, spends 80% of his day reading. These people are at the top, but they learn as if they're just getting started. Now compare that to those who struggle. Many stopped learning years ago. They used the same skills, same thinking, same habits, expecting different results. They don't read, they don't improve. And slowly, the world moves ahead without them. In today's world, knowledge is currency. Technology advances by the day. New careers are born, others vanish. If you stick to what you learned 10 years ago, you'll become irrelevant. The people who succeed are those who adapt, who evolve, and who never stop growing. And one of the greatest benefits of constant learning? Confidence. When you know more, you feel more capable. You make better decisions. You solve tougher problems. You take smarter risks. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an employee, or a student, your growth depends on your willingness to learn. But learning isn't just about books or courses. It's about experiences, conversations, mistakes, and reflection. Every challenge is a teacher. Every failure is a lesson. Every person around you can expand your thinking. If you stay open to it, want to grow, make learning a daily habit. Read a few pages of a powerful book. Listen to a podcast that stretches your mind. Watch a video that teaches something new. Ask questions. Seek mentors. And never be afraid to say, "I don't know." Because that's where real learning begins. In today's fast-moving world, success belongs to the curious, the adaptable, the lifelong learners. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to keep growing every single day.